And then we had one of my favorite incidents, which kind of this is how I I kind of knew that we were going to do something, right? Or that I was determined to take it as far as I could. Was that we got signed up to do a fashion show. We were kind of, become known as like a group. Darnell and I. This was right before we added two guys, and probably why I ultimately said, okay, yeah, we probably need two more guys. Was a, we had a we had a show lined up to do a fashion show at Howard, just to be the performing, be the sing, the entertainment at that show during a break or something. And I don't remember the circumstances, but for whatever reason, Darnell didn't make it, and I was already there. And these songs that we've done so far, they're set up for two people to sing. And the show has started, and he's still not there. And I am thinking, man, I'm going to have to go up here, and I'm going to have to sing these two-person songs by myself. And it was bad. I mean, I would have booed myself. I would have booed. But for some reason, I was like freaked out, and probably right after, pretty upset. But, I moved past it really fast. I really just moved on from that. I didn't embarrassing. And probably my superpower is that I don't embarrass very easily. That's probably one of my best superpowers. Ask my children; they love to. Embarrassing them is one of my favorite pastimes. But I wasn't incredibly embarrassed by that, and just said, okay, regroup and let's keep it moving. And I think that was a big pivotal moment. So it's like, okay, I think I just got over the hump of whatever my fear of getting out there and looking stupid is, you know. And once we got past that, that's when I really started to kind of crank up the writing. And then there was, from that point, we kept progressing, doing studio sessions, learning how to record, learning how to make music. Because then it's not like now where you have like a digital audio workstation where everything is in one box. I mean, here I've got, I got an MPC module here. I got it connected by MIDI to keyboards. I'm recording on tape, splicing tape to fly in vocals. I mean, it's,
wow.
And I'm very thankful for learning how to work that way mechanically. And then, because those fundamentals still exist inside the digital audio workstation. And I am a music nerd, so I'm still, still very much active, 10,000 plugins. And, I still obsess over music tech the same way I did as a 19-year-old, believe it or not. But at that time, it was such a haul to get something done. So as we were recording, my brother was in LA. We were in DC still at the time. My brother, his superpower is that he will walk up and start a conversation with anyone, whether he has no business doing it or not. Like so he was just like approached Teddy Riley, who was like the biggest producer of the world, working with Michael Jackson at this point, and just like somehow talks Teddy Riley into like letting us go visit him. Teddy built this studio
in Virginia
Beach.
Yeah, the future.
And my brother talked him into letting us drive out there and meet and hang out. And again, and the people walking around there who are sharing bedrooms and like trying to figure it out. At the time, you had like all of Blackstreet was there. Pharrell and Chad at the time are all in this camp. Leon Silvers, who from the 80s, he's there.
Wow.
Jean-Marie Horvat.
Yeah, Jean-Marie.
Jean-Marie was there. Like all these, we're all in Virginia at the same time trying to figure it out. Timbaland is around there. Like,
wow.
So the amount of people I've run into on the way up, and this guy, are still, I think Pharrell and Chad are probably still in high school at this point. We went to Virginia Beach, and Teddy was an interesting cat. Teddy's like one of the most incredible musicians probably to ever live. One of the best producers to ever live. And I remember walking in. When I met Jean Marie, I walked into the Future Studios in Virginia Beach, and this is crazy. I'm getting like chills thinking about it. Jean Marie was mixing "Remember the Time" by Michael Jackson when I met him. I walked in the room, and Teddy's sitting with his back to us, and they have their back to us. And Jean Marie famously, I don't think he does this. Shout to Jean Marie. Forgive me, Jean Marie, if you see this and you don't.
He will see it. We're a good friend, yeah.
Okay, Jean Marie used to mix with the volume at 14, like, and Teddy had these custom speakers. It is deafening the way they mixed at this time. There's no way Jean Marie still does that because he couldn't. He wouldn't have ears. He wouldn't be able to hear. But they used to mix super loud, and if he sees this, he'll laugh.
Rodney Jerkins has said the same thing. Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah. So when I met Jean Marie, he was mixing "Remember the Time."
Wow.
And I was like, damn. Like, first of all, like, no one had heard this. I'm like, this is crazy. Michael Jackson's about like, wow, like this is about to go bananas. And Teddy at the time was like, notice I said Jean Marie was there.
Yeah.
Because Teddy would like wake up at like noon and go hang out at the mall until like 7, put his kids down, hang out with his kids, pick them up from school, whatever he did. And then he would start recording sessions at like 12, 1 a.m. and work till like 8, 9, wow. 10 a.m. and rinse and repeat. He had like this wild schedule. He also had like 15 label deals at every like label. So he's everywhere. I'm like, how do you manage this? Being like, you know, an erratic type businessman. And the short answer was he didn't, but his heart was in the right place. And so he's like, I'm gonna shine y'all Shai. It'll be part of it. I have this deal. I think it was at Hollywood. Disney had an offshoot label called Hollywood. I think they still have Hollywood Records. That sort of functions as a sort of a brand now for their sort of mainstream music projects. But Teddy's like, yeah, I got a deal at Hollywood, and I'm gonna put you guys on my Hollywood deal. Well, as a lot of people familiar with Teddy at the time, kind of all had the same story outside of Blackstreet. I think of all those, Blackstreet and Rex and Effects, of all of us who were down there, I think those are the only two acts that actually ever wound up coming out. Pharrell and Chad wound up doing their thing. Tim wound up connected with Devontae, and sort of, you know, yeah, Timbaland eventually, yeah, that through Jodeci is kind of where he emerged. And so yeah, everyone kind of offshoot and we eventually.
Oh, so you mean so Timbaland was part of the clique? Oh, I didn't realize. I always thought he was with Devontae. I didn't realize he was there.
He wasn't with anybody. He was just himself, sort of working his way into the music business. But you know, they recognized his talent and that he was good. But he was around Future. Yeah, because the reach is pretty small. Like it's not.
Okay.
The studio's right on Virginia Beach Boulevard. There's not much down there. So yeah, those kids had talent. Missy was around there too.
What? I know Mike Edridge said, because he grew up with them. I don't know if you know Mike Edridge, because he grew up with Timbaland and Pharrell and stuff. So they were all kids in there. Okay.
I do, man. Mike, if I forgot.
Yeah. Was Tammy Lucas there as well? Did you?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of people.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between.
For even loving us, on which I did miss you with.
But what was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for me, but just for me,
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jodeci boys are winning all spirits.
Play it.
mean, I love all different genres.